Silver out of stock warnings. This is very, very important. I need people to pay attention to this video. Also, we got another story. What happened when I was doing the 90% silver market watch report video this morning, my friends? I was home. We're going to get right into that story right in one moment. Please help me out with the thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel. Come join the team, the Stop the Melt team. We are fast growing right now. Stop the Melt campaign continues of our 90% silver. Your money, my money, the nation's real money. Come join us. It's free to watch. It's free to subscribe. You're never going to pay for a video to watch on this channel. Membership free. There's no reason not to subscribe when everything's going to be free on this channel. Let's get into it. This morning, while I was making my 90% silver market watch report video, an older woman came in. She had $500.50 face of walking Liberty half dollars, and boy did we need those for the shop. We were out. Story goes, she asked her neighbor to help her load them up to take them to the bank. He knows what they were. He says, ma'am, you don't want to take these to the bank. You want to take these to a coin shop. These are silver. And she had a big bag full. When he looked through them a little bit, according to the story, he said, these are all silver. She didn't know what silver was. Her husband was stacking some. Husband's passed on. Look, these are the stories, my friends. If you're going to stack, please let family know. Don't leave something to somebody with no gosh darn information. Even if you're going to drop a note in the bag. Even if you're going to tape a note to the bag. Whatever. In your safe. Wherever you keep your silver and gold, copper, platinum, whatever. Put a note. Even if you stack it in containers. I don't care if you stack silver dimes in juice jugs. Put a note on the juice jug. Do something. Let people know so they don't mistakenly take it to the bank, and the bank teller may not know what it really is. So please, we paid her out. We paid her out quite fairly. We're going through them now for the 90% silver halves. That is where we're at, my friends. So if we find a key date in there, we're going to call her back up once again. And to let her know. She's very happy, according to the staff at the shop. Very, very happy. So please, again, if you're going to leave it to family, let them know ahead of time at least. If you don't want to do that, leave a note. Don't leave an empty bag with no note, no information of what the coins are worth, or what they are. Leave a business card for your local coin shop. Put Pinback's 800 number in the bag, wherever you're keeping it at. Please do that favor. Please, I'm begging people to do that because there's so much stuff that gets back to the bank, and these bank tellers have no flipping idea what they're really getting back. 50 cents? Come on, my friends. Let somebody know. That's all I got to say on that one. At least her neighbor saved the day on that one. So we got to thank him for that. What else is going on in this shop? Get what you can, my friends. Out of stocks are coming. People don't believe, some people really don't believe that. You saw it this morning. JM Bullion, out of $10 face. They were out of every combination that I normally work on with my 90% silver market watch. Channel sponsor Pinbacks was out of silver quarters. Keep that in mind, my friends. This is why we must stop the melt. We must stop the melt. Please join us with this team. Ask your coin shops, please. Be nice about it, though. Ask your coin shops, your local pawn shops. Please use a wholesaler to sell. Please. Beg them at this point. You know, Be nice about it, my friends. Say, are you not thinking clearly that these coins can come back to your shop and you make more, but you're starting to smelt them down? This is what we need to ask these coin shops and pawn shops. There's no excuse to melt these coins down. No excuse. I don't want to hear they want to stay capitalized. They're full of crap. They're full of hogwash. Sell it to a wholesaler. So what if they take a little bit less? Then do your buybacks a little bit less then. Do your buybacks a little bit less then. Let's keep our Constitution silver alive, my friends. Once it's gone, it's gone. And that goes for any type of silver. Why are we melting it down? Why are we giving it to the federal government now to make weapons with it? Why? That's where it's going, my friends. You know, there's something more going to them and them just trying to stop this melt. There's more, they're trying to collect as much silver as they can. They're trying to destroy our history. They're destroying our money. Maybe someone's telling them to do it. I got no proof of that. But it seems like there's a lot of melting going on right now. Yeah, the price is high. If you don't need to sell, don't sell. Don't sell if you don't. This is not financial advice. Why are we selling? To get this back? To get that back? You're taking silver, the attainable asset, rising asset, and you want this back? Really? These coin shops want this? A losing proposition? Inflation's eating us alive? Get what you can get, my friends. I'll give you a little bit of a story. We had 8 of these come in, 8-ounce kookaburras. There were different years, of course. 8 different years. This woman went to 8 different coin shops last week. Of course, the price has gone up since then. She found us. She says, I heard you guys pay up the best. And I says, yes, ma'am, we normally do try to pay up as close as we can. What can I help you with? She pulled out 8 10-ounce kookaburras out of a bag. Out of a purse. So that purse must have been very heavy. She was a lot lighter now. Depends what you're going to offer me for. I said, I'll tell you what. I said, let me check them real quick. They look good to me. I says, I'll give you $2 over spot. She says, you got to be kidding me. I says, no, is that a good or bad? She says, no, that's the most. Everybody was $2 behind spot. She says, yeah, I'll take that. I said, I'm going to be honest with you. I said, I'm going to blow them out $5.50 over spot. I put them out, my friends. They were gone within an hour. All right, they were gone in an hour. We cannot keep the kookaburras in stock. Okay, we cannot keep them. The people have the Australian case at the shop. They put kookaburras in there, they're gone. Koalas are second place. The other ones, they kind of sit there for a couple of days before those start to move. Like the snakes, the rabbits, so on. If there's something you want, you gotta grab it. And it's not telling you to go buy it. You want it, grab it. Don't be seen on the sidelines. Because what you're going to be seeing in the coming months, could we have an October surprise too, like we've had a surprise in September? Very well likely. Very well likely. Check out channel sponsor Pinbacks, my friends. For all your silver, gold, and platinum needs. Check them out. They have the 5-ounce silver bars, Sunshine Mint bars, still in stock. They're starting to move a little bit. Grab them as you can. The 10 to 19 count. If you can afford to do that. If you can afford to do it, go grab 50 ounces right now. Go grab 50 ounces before the price goes up. They have the 1-ounce mint, various mint rounds. You want something that like this? Go grab them up, my friends. Go grab them up. Great price right now. They have them in stock, ready to ship out. They have Franklin halves. They have Roosevelt silver dimes. They have Mercury dimes. They got gold. They got some platinum left. And I tell you, the platinum, I looked at that platinum maple leaf. It's gorgeous. I think the platinum on for the maple leaf, I think the maple leaf on that coin just pops on that platinum like there's no tomorrow. I saw one the other day that came in the shop and it sold. Same day. It's just a beautiful, beautiful design. Yes, the maple leaf, but the maple leaf just pops on these coins. I don't see them come in too often. You know, I'm starting to think maybe I should have got one when platinum was cheaper. Platinum's the wild card. Platinum's up over 73% year to date, my friends. There's only two big places that platinum is really produced. And both of them are not really our friends. Russia for one, and South Africa is part of the BRICS too, my friends. Where's the platinum going to come from? If you want some platinum, it might not be a bad dip right now to pull the trigger on an ounce of platinum right now, if you're able to afford to do so. Check out Pinbacks for that, my friends, too. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to the viewers out there, because it's not possible without you. Look, right now we're at the coin shop. We are out of Mercury dimes. We have the walkings back in stock. Also, we were able to get a $1,000 face from the bullion dealer today. He had 3,000. He says, I'm limiting it to $1,000 face. He says, if I don't sell them by the end of the week, I'll let you know. And he says, I'll let you have whatever I got left in stock. So I said, well, give me the 1,000 for now. And he says, well, you've not been really helpful to me with 90% silver. I say, look, I'm selling as fast as I'm getting it in. So why would I sell it to you? He says, enough said. We're still going to make some money off of him. He knows what's going on. Okay? He's not really mad. He just likes to give me a hard time, bust my chops. Okay? But, you know, we try to help him as much as he tries to help us. You know, I said, but when we're selling it, my friends, and when these coin shops come on YouTube saying, oh, they're not selling 90% silver, they're full of crap. They're just full of crap. Because it's moving. You folks have said it's moving in your areas as well. So come on, who's really telling the truth here? Who's really telling the truth? You know, Pinbacks had the walk-ins back in for a short while. They're gone. They can't keep peace dollars. They can't keep Morgans in. They're gone. Every time I announce they got Morgans back in, they got peace dollars, you folks are grabbing them up. That's how fast this stuff's moving. The numbers don't lie. When you don't see it on Pinback's website, that means they're out. They don't put an out-of-stock symbol over it. They don't carry it. It means they're out right at that moment. Check them out, my friends. Grab what you can now. We've seen what the prices have done this week. This should be making us a little bit nervous. What's going to happen when silver goes to over 50 and it don't pull back? The herd will wake up, and the herd will be paying the higher prices. You should have been stacking 6 months ago, 8 months ago, for the ones who kept saying, I'm going to back up the truck at this price. I kept warning, it's not going back. I'm trying to give myself points here, brownie points here. But I'm your boots on the ground channel. We're lucky to have a sponsorship like Pinbacks to keep us in their loop, what they're seeing on their side. We're going to keep continuing to update you folks on this channel. So why not subscribe with that information? You're getting both worlds. Somebody who works at the coin shop and somebody who is a great sponsor like Pinbacks telling us what's going on their side of the coin. Look, it should not matter what silver you get right now. If it's silver, you can always trade it for something else later. You know, we're going to start seeing out of stocks. And I don't want to see those days. But those days are coming faster and faster. There are items we cannot get in stock. You know, we're having a hard time getting 5-ounce silver bars in. We're having a hard time getting 10-ounce silver bars in. They're selling as fast as they're coming in. We still got some 10-ounce silver bars. We still got some 5-ounce silver bars. Graded coins are starting to pick up a little bit more steam right now, especially the MS69s across the board. Don't matter what mint they are. They're starting to pick a little bit more steam the last day or so. But they're still the lowest ones that we move. Alright, I want to be transparent about that. For the ones that laughed at me that I got 6 MS69 coins, look at the price now of silver. Some of these coins I've done very, very well off of. I got them for 40 bucks, 43 bucks, 44 bucks. Look at silver now. As I've said before about graded coins, if you can get them about the same price you can get raw coins for, why not pick them up? Even if it's $1 or $2 over raw coins. $3, $4. What is going to be the big deal later on? They don't take up a lot of room. They stack very easily. Depending on what size safe you have, they stack very easily, my friends. Whether you have NGC, PGCS. Those are the only two graded companies I trust. Okay? They both stack well. They both have a history of being as fair as they can be, I guess. Now, some people say they're not so fair with some people, or whatever the case may be. Grading is a very, I guess how you can put it, very personal, I guess. It can be very, one person can say this is an MS69, the next person can grade it from the same company, can call it an MS68 or MS70 coin. You know, it's to the eyes beholder and their policies of what their policies are. Two different sets of eyes can see two different things, my friends. I've seen coins come in from NGC. This one's got a little bit of toning on it, on the top. It's no longer an MS69 in my book. It might be stamped as an MS69, but it's no longer an MS69 in my book. So we wouldn't be able to pay for an MS69. Even though it's graded that way, it's got some toning on it. Now, if you look at this specific coin from NGC, it did have the toning on it too. That's what you want to look for. Did NGC grade it like that too? They take a snapshot. You key in that code on NGC, you'll see this coin has that little bit of toning. I disagree with this grade. I would knock it down to an MS68 just because of the toning right there. I don't see any other flaws with the coin. Maybe that was the flaw they saw, was that little bit of toning right there. I don't know. Okay? Grading can be very from person to person. Company to company. Keep stacking, my friends. Do you realize these quarters in front of you right now? Let me just see if I can pull this up real quick on this flashcards from this morning. And we're going to see what a silver quarter melts for again, my friends. If I can find it real quick, bear with me. Silver dime. So, silver dime, silver quarter. Maybe I won't be able to find this one, but of course not, right? Because I'm looking for it. Well, it's over $8, my friends. There it is, $8.34 for a silver quarter. That's your silver value today for a silver quarter. $8.34 each. $8.34 each for every single silver quarter you see here. $8.34. I'll say it again, $8.34. Remember, for the ones that have been around for a while, you know what you were paying before. You know these prices. I was getting silver quarters for $4, $4.25, $4.50. I'm very happy where I started stacking 90% silver, really ramping it up. They almost doubled, my friends. We're 59%, almost 60% plus net gain year to date in silver. It's outperforming gold in percentage points. I warned about that. Silver will one day outperform gold. Here we are. If you folks have any questions about silver, gold, or platinum, let me know in my email. And I'm still looking for Mr. Sam. You are the giveaway winner. You have until Monday, 10:35, East Coast time zone, to get a hold of me. I already message you in the comment section. You got to look at your notifications. If your first name is Sam, you got to get a hold of me. If you got that message back from me, you're the winner. If not, we will pick another winner Monday afternoon's video. Stay tuned, my friends. Shout out to Pinbacks again. Thank you, Pinbacks, for sponsoring this channel, Coin Shop Chris. Thank you to you all, because it's not possible without you. Please come join this team. I can't do it myself. Stop the Melt team. You like preserving history? I need your help. We need more boots on the ground to ask these coin shops to stop the melt. Send it to the wholesalers. Stop sending it to the smelters. Please help me out with this, my friends. We can do this. We can do this. God bless you all. We will talk to you maybe this afternoon once more. Coin Shop Chris is out.